Welcome, welcome, welcome. Forest Night out in St. Louis. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Going live a little bit later than my normal Tuesday night. Had a awesome opportunity to go live inside the 100K Inner Circle and do some faith and auto suggestion training, which is absolutely cool on the vibrational money immersion course, which if you have not participated in that, it's fire. So got to do some ILTs and invest, is it ILT? Yeah, invest, learn, and teaches in there. So it's cool. So I'm going to go over some things very quickly here that I thought was very cool. I've been reading Think and Grow Rich, and I ran across this, and I'm actually rereading it. And it's pretty cool when you find a book that you can read and then reread, and it makes a different impact as you grow and go through life. And one of the cool things about the book, and we're talking about faith and autosuggestion, is the ability for us to take on and believe what we choose to believe, right? We can take a lot of outside influences and we can attach ourselves to them and go in whichever direction we want to, right? Which is, it's a freedom of choice. However, is how are we where are we getting the information from, and where's the source coming from, right? Are we going completely emotionally based decisions? I'm just based on, I'm flying off my cover. Are we actually doing research and taking the tools and the research and making an educated decision, or are we making an emotional decision? A lot of people, being in the car business, will come in and completely make an emotional decision to buy some, and then they get home and they have buyer's remorse because they just realize that they bought this car that's $200 more a month than is in their budget, and now they're completely stressed out because they got excited with a new car. Nothing that the salesperson did wrong. The salesperson did their job, went through the steps, went through the process, sold them the car. Can't get mad at the car because the car was just there, right? So they made a decision based on emotion rather than before going to the car dealership. They actually sat down and got educated on what was necessary, what was in their budget, where they were going to stick to their guns, and realize, like, hey, if my budget is X, then I need to look at cars at X. Now, it may not be the dream car that I need, but if I've got a bus pass right now and I need a car, I might have to humble myself and put my ego in check, right? Or what's going to happen is I'm going to have buyer's remorse. I'm not going to have enough money to make the payment. The car's going to get repoed. My credit's going to end up bad, and you're going to go down and end up in a bad place. So this chapter here, the method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into financial equivalent, consists of 6 definite practical steps. And to get more in depth on these, I recommend you get the book Think and Grow Rich, and this is actually on page 33 and 34. But I thought these were important, and I think that they're really cool to be able to write down and work on. And this is part of our entire 5-day training that we're doing inside the Inner Circle, me and Coach Elsa, which is neat. So number 1, fix your mind on the exact amount of money that you desire. It is not sufficient to merely say, I want plenty of money. Be definite as to the amount. There is a psychological reason for the definiteness of purpose, which will be described in the subsequent chapter. So you guys will have to read that. Hey, Tamara, thanks for swinging by. Second, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. Now, this number 2 is like the action step, right? When we talk about in the book, when we talk about what I trained on tonight in Inner Circle, talking about faith and autosuggestion, right? So faith without works is dead. So anything, where you're at right now in your life, the exact point that you are, everything you have, your income, your life, your relationship, everything is completely based on a couple of things. One is all the actions that you've taken up to this point. And those actions were based on your belief and your faith, right? And your faith is what drove your decision to take those actions. So it's a circle. So it comes all back around. What you believe in, what you have faith in, is what you take action on, right? So when we come back to this, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. So how much action are you going to put in? Are you going to sit down and think about it? Are you going to go to a training? Are you actually going to physically reach out, right? One of the things that we know that is very, very important to move forward is sometimes you just have to take action, because you can sit down and plan and sit down and spreadsheet and do all the analytics in the world, but until you physically get out on the field and throw the football and catch the football, all the routes and everything are completely irrelevant, because the only thing that you can do in designing a route is you know where you're going, but you don't necessarily know where the other guy, the opposing team is going to end up, right? If you did, you might be a New England Patriot. I'm sorry, I didn't have to go there. Apologize. I went there. It was fun. I had to go there for a minute. I'm sorry, that was a deflated comment. So, third, so when you're taking action, it's very, very important. Sometimes what's the word I'm looking for? You paralyze yourself because you're operating from a place of fear. So the first thing you got to do is we got to replace fear with faith. You've got to realize that being in a team, I have an accountability team. The cool thing about it is we push each other on a regular basis, just continuously all the time, 24/7, 365. We're constantly push, which is cool. And there's 6 of us in there. We're constantly pushing. But the neat thing about that is it gives us faith. When we see one of our team members post result, and action, it's like, dang, I can go out and do that. And you start doing it, and then they start doing it, and it sort of comes back. So the cool thing about it is when you start prospecting, you maybe start with 10 or 15 people or 20 people or 30 people, then you get that muscle going, and then you get to a point where like, man, I just reached out to 100 people today, and I got 10 people to say yes, and I sent out 3 presentations, and I got a response back, and I got a new team member, I got a new customer. Now you get more excited about that, and you've got more faith, because now you're seeing it starting to work. So you start reaching out to more people. 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 And next thing you know, right, you intend to give them in return for the money that you desire. Then you realize, dang, if I do X number of reach outs, because you can't ever control what somebody else is going to do regardless, because you might have a day where you do 100 reach outs and nobody replies. Been there, done that, right? Third, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. So at the beginning of this year, right, I knew based on the number of customers and on average and commissions that we have, that based on the end of the year, that I wanted to have 3,000 customers in my database, right? I'm tracking a little bit behind that number right now in terms of getting to 3,000, but I've got a lot, right? And the cool thing about it was at the beginning of the year, I said, I need to do something big. So back in January, I said, I'm going to prospect 1,800 people. And I went on a mission and did a reach out. I made it like 1,572, and then created a big follow-up program. And it created this whole like culture of people going, you did what? So a whole lot of other people jumped on the bandwagon because they used my action to increase their faith in their action and their belief, and they started doing big numbers, right? And it created this whole culture of like, dang, we're doing this. And the numbers started to go up, the numbers started to go up, the numbers started to go up, the numbers started to go up. So sometimes you need to attach yourself by just taking massive action to get the ball rolling to see what's going to happen on the other end, right? So establish a definite date when you intend to possess that money which you desire. And of course, I know based on the number of customers that I have, there's going to be an average income attached to that, right? It can't just be, okay, I want X amount of numbers, then I've got to back into that. If I want X amount of numbers, I've got to have X amount of customers, because without customers, there's no money, right? So I had to back into that number. Fourth, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire begin at once, whether you're ready or not to put this plan into action. So I know going into September, October, November, December, we're starting to get into holiday months, but I also know that everything that you basically do, hey Troy, thanks for swinging by, everything that you do in the month of September is going to push into January and February. So I know if I need to have 3,000 customers by the end of the year, that I got to take some massive action here. So starting September 1st, I'm doing a 200 a day prospecting blitz challenge for 15 days. And I know that by reaching out to 200 people in 15 days, you guys can do the math, it's about 3,000 reach outs. It's going to create a huge follow-up snowball. And that follow-up snowball is going to create a bunch of customers. It's going to create some teammates. I don't know exactly what that number is, because again, I don't have control over that, but I do know based on my past activity, because I track that, that I can see the graph. And when I condense all that numbers in there, there's going to be a bunch of people on the bandwagon with me. There's a bunch of people that raised their hand that said yes. So from the 1st to the 15th, it's going to be go like gangbusters. And two things are happening. One is we have our virtual conference going on the first part of the month, so that's going to be right in line with that. So any kind of contest that they roll out of that, I'll be able to already be in momentum going forward to put myself in front of that there's going to be a contest in it. I know. I just know there is. There's going to be a contest in front of that coming up. So that's going to be really cool, right? So 5th, sort of what I just told you that I did, right? Write a clear, concise statement of the amount of money that you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. So in all of that, I just explained what you need to do. You need to track and measure every single thing you do. If you're not tracking, if you're not following up, if you don't have a daily method of operation, and that will adjust based on days and things that are going on, right? Your daily method, my DMO is going to adjust this week because I got a lot going on this week. I'm doing the inner circle coaching deal this week. I've got an interview this week on Thursday, actually being interviewed, which is going to be cool. Get a chance to do that, and of course we're rolling in to next month with the 200 the 200 prospect Blitz challenge. Going to do that, and of course we've got our convention, our virtual convention coming up the first weekend. So just have a ton of stuff going on. So I'm going to adjust my DMO, and it's straight up fire time. So when I'm starting on September 16th, all the follow-ups going to hit. All the follow-ups going to hit, and of course I'm going to adjust my prospecting down back probably to somewhere to 50, 80 a day. And the reason I go back that low is because all of the follow-up is back here that's going to roll forward, right? So that's why I do that. But you've got to have it written down. You've got to have a clear, concise plan. Number 6, read your written statement aloud twice daily, once just before retiring at night, and once after rising in the morning. As you read, see and feel and believe you're already in possession of the money. So if you couldn't tell by the confidence in how I spoke that it's visualized, right? It's written down. It's on my spreadsheet. I know it's there. I looked at the numbers. I know where the action step is going to be. And the reason that faith comes in, the reason that positioning comes in is because based on my past experience. Now, if you've never done this before, you might have to latch yourself onto somebody and say, okay, I'm going to go out on blind faith and just take the recommendation and see what happens. I love doing that. If somebody says, go do this, I just jump in and go do it because I want to see what happens. I'm just going to jump in and see what happens, right? I'm going to go out and do a big prospecting number because I want to see what happens. In that, I know somewhere something good's going to happen. If I reach out to a ton of people, I know something good is going to happen. If I have a big money goal and I don't take any action, it's just going to be a pie in the sky wish. Oh, I wish I had $1 million. Oh, I wish I had 7 figures a month. Oh, I wish I did this. Earlier on my inner circle coaching training, I was talking about the vision I had for my bedroom, right? Just the bedroom. Woo! Fire, right? The saltwater aquarium and the curtains that roll back and the swimming pool onto the beach. The whole deal. It's crazy. It's visualized. It's written down. I even got a graph paper and I drew out the bedroom and everything. And it's written down and it's there. And there's a visual picture and the colors and the curtains and the windows and the glass and the sand and the ocean and the party deck and the walk-in closet and the walk-in shower and bathroom and my wife's walk-in closet and how messy her walk-in closet is going to be because mine's going to be really neat. I have that all visualized, right? And it's all there. I'm just making fun of my wife. And it's all there. It's all in place. So when you take those steps and you visualize the amount of money that you want, it's very, very important to know that. So very, very cool thing. I know I said on Sunday I was going to do the wheel spinny thing and draw some names out for people that tagged to win my book, Slaying the Dragon by Michael Johnson. So what I want to do is I want to continue that contest. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to pull a name out of the hat. I got to put everybody on the spinny wheel thing. So for those of you, now here's the bonus. For those of you that tag somebody, the person you tag is going to get on the spinny wheel and they're going to win a book. and of course, or they'll have an opportunity to win a book, and you tag them, you have an opportunity to win a book. And if you tag multiple people, then you get on the wheel multiple times to win the Slaying the Dragon. And then, of course, anybody tonight, if you see this live and you tag a friend, you'll be entered in that contest. And I'm definitely doing the spinny wheel thing for the book tomorrow. I'm going to draw a name out of the hat, and I'm going to give maybe I might give 4 books away. We'll see. It's at least 2, but I have a feeling it's going to go to 4. And I'm going to draw some names out of the hat and do the Amazon thing. And I'll send you the Slaying the Dragon by Michael Johnson. Very, 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 very cool book. You know what? I just changed my mind. I think I'm going to do Slaying the Dragon, and I think I'm going to do Think and Grow Rich. If you don't have that book, you can choose. Definitely going to do Slaying the Dragon. If you already have Think and Grow Rich, then you got to get Slaying the Dragon if you win that deal. So definitely want to do that. So for sure, Think and Grow Rich, Slaying the Dragon. Absolutely, either one of those books. Slaying the Dragon is absolutely cool by Michael Johnson. It talks about how he overcame his obstacles, how he became an Olympic runner, and of course, Think and Grow Rich just will, if you're sort of stuck on how to move forward through your business and life, definitely something that you want to do there. So, I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Go out and tag a friend if you want to be entered in the contest to win either one or both of those books. And I will, again, on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators. Go out and make an extreme impact, create some legacies. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.